So morning everyone to session 1 of day 2. Today we are going to talk about assessment task 2, which is out of 4 for a unit called Demonstrate Leadership in a Workplace, BSBLDR411. As always, please write your student name, student number, assessment due date, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 28, did I say last time? Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. 28, 22. Okay, just always remember it. Like if this is your week 1, you are away for week 2, 3, and 4. You come back on week 5. So end of week 3, end of week 4 are the deadlines for the 2 units you learn during the week. Yeah. That's my name, which I'll fill it, and your signature and date when you are signing. Okay. This task requires you to demonstrate the skills and knowledge requirement to develop and implement a performance plan related to an individual. Okay, highlight all the good stuff as you go. Highlight all the good stuff as you go. Okay, it's by the due date. This is all good. All work must be your own. If there is any video recording, I prefer the video recording. In a rare cases, I will do it online, but it's time consuming for you and me as well. Okay. It says in 5 minutes, but I don't insist that a lot. I know, I think Charles and William are the person who breaks it down in 5 minutes, which is good. Yeah, following every instruction provided here, but it's all right. I mean, don't want you to that much tech savvy. You do it, send it to me. That's more than enough. Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, what you must know is about the job description, the customer service charter, mission vision, staff communication, code of conduct, some description. So there are two. One is a customer service officer, another is customer service team leader, quarterly plan, July, September, some appendices. Okay, now I will have to, where did that go? Share everything. Sorry, I'm just minimizing some of the video and closing everything else. All right. Now, I must share the whole screen. Yeah, this is screen 1, so it's easier for me. Now, when you go into your My Village, we go to Assessment Submission, Task 2. Once you go there, you got a heap of document. AT2, PE is a portfolio evidence, MC is a marking criteria, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 document, customer service charter, code of conduct. This is what we were saying. Customer service charter is there. Code of conduct is there on My Village. Okay, then mission vision communication, staff communication, mission vision. Then we got job description for trainee for the team leader, right? Again, I'll fetch the other document, quarterly operation plan. Maybe it's in appendix as well, but I'll just have a look here where it is. So we got 6 other document. Okay, so there everything is there. Yeah. Right. This is all cool. We know it very well. WHS, please flag it to me if you got any WHS concern. Don't tell me that the public transport from where we come is not great. That's outside of APTC boundary. Yeah, but within the premises. Yeah, and don't tell me that you don't like to see me. I mean, I can't change that. Apart from the within the boundaries, right? Right. Review the marking criteria provided. So that's a document I just shared. It's nothing fancy in the document. Let me open that document. But it will give you a good guide of what should be there. You know, identify performance quality, to some standard, then describe the requirement. So it will tell you what should be there. Without this, it will be very hard for me to judge you a satisfactory grade. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Let's go back to the main part. Okay. Now with this one, I would strongly insist that you stick to this simulated work environment, right? Student may complete the task in their own workplace, but there will be a lot of documentation that you will need if you had to do it in your workplace, like code of conduct, the charter, the communication policy. Just ask yourself, how many of this do you have it handy, right? If not, don't waste your time. Simple, right? Even you learn a lot if you are using this simulated workplace, because everything is there. We are talking about the right GSP. Yeah, so that's my suggestion. I mean, I can't say that this is how it should be because it also allows you, right? But don't do that, because there is a lot of boxes that you have to take if you had to do it in your own workplace. Yeah, right. That's fine. See, student using the workplace document that match those provided in this tool. So if you are doing in your workplace, you have to match with those document provided, and it's not that easy. It's not that easy to match that, code of conduct stuff and the position description and so on. So please do the minimal and get going. Yeah, well, that's fine. For this assessment, you're required to develop and implement work performance plan for a new team member. I would highlight that in the context of the righteous being. Right? The assessment comprises of 4 parts, so hold your horses. Instruction for each part of the assessment is detailed below on the following pages. Before you begin this assessment, please familiarize yourself with the marking criteria document. So this is your part 1. A, B, C, D, E, F, part 2. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, part 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. And part 4, develop a learning session plan A, B, C, D, E. Okay, not that bad. Leave this part for me. I'll write all the comments. Yes. So we just got a bit to do. Right. We'll pick up one part. We'll look at the marking criteria, and then we'll see what we are doing. Okay. Identify performance and quality required for the job role. So again, what is the aim? What are you doing? Let me just tell you, highlight that thing. What are you doing? I just want to read that one line. Sorry, I'm going a bit up. Yes. Your ultimate aim for doing this task is to enhance your skill or learn a new skill, to demonstrate the skills and knowledge requirement, to develop and implement performance plan. Okay, so with your leadership in the workplace, if you got a newbie, you'll have to develop some performance plan, isn't it? You need to support it, right? This is what you are doing. Okay, you've recently been promoted as a team leader of Righteous Spin's customer service team. So you are the team leader. You have a team of 4 staff who are responsible for providing telephone and online support to business and personal customers. As a part of training and induction, in your new role, the operation manager has given you research tasks to complete to provide you with the opportunity to review and consider requirement for the new, right? So it's a research task. You have been asked to do the following: review a series of documents that provide performance requirement for the new role, consider quality that the organization expect from manager supervisor, review the relevant standard and values that relate to job as a customer service team leader, consider how your own performance will help ensure team upholds the organization standard and value. Like this is we've been talking yesterday, isn't it? Yeah, that if you do the right thing, your colleagues will follow you. You have to be as a role model. If you come late, they'll say coming late is fine. If you don't do the job, they'll say not doing the job is fine. Yeah, so it's all kind of things. So you have to set that image, uphold true standards and value of the organization. Review the following document: the job description, which is there on My Village. Please download it. Customer Chatter, all that thing, all this file thing is there, right? Appendix D. Let's just go to Appendix D. Okay, they are there. So if you download it, right, it will allow. Maybe I would have said no. So it's not there because otherwise it takes time in loading the documents. So all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I already showed that they are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all things you need is there. Okay. Right, you need to review that. I'm not reviewing that now. Okay. Document your review by completing template provided below as an induction task. Consider the practical application of the skills and responsibility that are outlined in the documents. You'll be required to demonstrate your own application of the skills in the practical component of the task. So what you are doing, describe the performance standard required for the role. So review the document, follow the marking criteria. So when it says describe the performance standard, specifically students should identify the performance standard that are detailed in a job description, customer service leader section in the performance standard. So let me open that file. Maybe I haven't downloaded that, sorry. Customer service chatter. APTC. Customer service chatted. Code of conduct. Mission vision. Right, so what are we looking at? We are looking at a document, the job description, customer service team. Okay, this is the document that you are looking for. So we'll go to that document, job description, team leader. In the section called performance standard. So this is a job description, right? Someone call it JD, someone call it PD, position description, right? So this is a title, reports to operations manager, purpose, selection criteria, So in order to be customer service team leader, what you need is just a bit of experience and a cert for of business or leadership and management. You do that, the doors will open for you. Right, that's fine. Strong literacy, communication. What are we looking at? We are looking at the performance standard. Let's just go there up here. Okay, so you are reviewing that. You are reviewing that and describe the performance standard required for the role from this section. Right. So this is a main file, the main task. Describe performance standard required for the job role. You are referring to the job description file, as it says, and pick up the answer or response from the performance standard document on this page. Yeah, cool. And reviewing the marking criteria is very good. Yeah, one thing that I had told Karina, I would just repeat it again. Whenever you require any printing, please be mindful of the sustainability aspect. We don't need color printout ever, just because it's look good. That's unnecessary. Everything looks good, if we can accommodate in a normal card, we don't need Ferrari or Maserati, isn't it? If your purpose is to travel from A to B, we don't need Ferrari or Maserati. We like Ferrari or Maserati for sure, but that's not required, right? Same way, color printing is not required. I was told Karina, don't do color printing, but if somehow it's still happening, then you should specifically say when you request for copies that I don't need color. Always go for double-sided. And for PPT, let me tell you how to print PPTs. Let's say if this is the one, right? Because I've seen a lot of pages lying there. So go to print, right? Go to print, and you should say at least 2 or 4 slides. It will look like that. Still, you will be able to read that. Okay? Still, you'll be able to read that, right? All that thing. Okay? Print one-sided, change it to double-sided. So see, the number of pages will reduce drastically to 10. If nothing was like this, one-sided and all this, there are 38 pages been required. Now look at 38 versus 10. And there are 13 people in a classroom. Such a waste of resources. Yeah, so whenever you do it, please be mindful of that. And then, ask Karina that this is how everyone should be printing. Yeah, so at least go for 2 or 4 slides. Always go for double-sided. Even 2 is good. Yeah, better than 1. Okay, just wanted to say that thing because I noticed that's not being followed. Yeah, cool. So part A clip, question 1, part A is done. Yeah. A, what are the requirements do you have as a member of the organization in relation to staff communication? Again, go to marking criteria. Describe the requirement. Specifically, students should identify the key management responsibility detailed in the management will section of the staff communication policy. So go to staff communication policy. Open that document, right? And go to marking criteria. What are the section? Management will. This section. That's it. It's a one-page document. This is what you're writing in your words. Don't copy and paste. This is not what is expected. If it was copy as a paste, the question doesn't serve the purpose. You need to read it, write in your own words. Yeah, and that's why following marking criteria is the key. Read the marking criteria. Yeah, so this is a file in the section of staff communication policy. So that's a file you are looking at, and a management wheel section of it. Yeah. What qualities would a team leader need to demonstrate to meet the management requirement of the role? Again, let's go to marking criteria. Which are the file we are looking at? Quality should include data. Okay, this is okay. Describe the quality the team leader would need to meet a management requirement. Quality should include specifically, for example, decisiveness. Okay, this is just an like a normal answer, not related necessary to this. Like, what is the quality of a leader? We know they should be very clear in communication, transparent, unbiased, like a role model, work with integrity, support the team member, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's a normal question. Yeah. Right. Next, based on a standard set out in a customer service charter, identify performance requirement that a customer service team leader is responsible for achieving. Right. So that's the customer service requirement. There is a customer service charter file as well. You're following that file. Again, based in the standard set in a customer service charter, which is a file, identify performance requirement that the customer service team leader is responsible for. Right? What are you responsible for? Read this document. For example, all this. Answer till convent reading. If you take too long, that means you don't care for someone's time. This is the message that you are leaving, right? Respond to email, acknowledge customer, deliver orders within 2 business days and all that. Yeah. Right. What organization value relate to your team leader role? Briefly explain why. Again, go to says marking criteria is your handy tool. If you require, print that. No need to print the actual task, but marking criteria, yes, you can print it. It's only a 5-page document. And that way, when you are doing it, see, if I was doing it, I would clearly write my hint here, right? Follow the file name customer service charter, right? And also I would write hint, what section of the documents, and then I will write da 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 da. So when I'm writing my response, which may not be immediate, then I know which file I'm referring to. What are the sections? I don't have to start from the beginning. I am halfway there and know exactly where my answer will lie. Okay, this is what I would have done. Like, rest is up to you guys. Everyone is different. Right, what values relate to your team leader roles? Again, go to marking criteria. What it says, specifically, students should align values contained in a customer service charge and a mission vision tell you, align them with a specific business operation relate to customer service team. For example, the value of excellence required to provide customer service integrity rates to treating customer in an ethical manner. So this is what your customer service charter says, right? To act with integrity all the time, right? To sell only organic sustainable product, to ensure customer needs are in the central. So this is what customer service charter says, what you must abide by, right? And if you look at the job description, this is what your management leaderships would say as well. So just follow the hint from here, right? And just extend your response. How does the code of conduct help to support the values and standard of the righteous being? Identify the code of conduct support the organizational value and standard. Answer should specifically should identify specific guiding principles that support, for example, respect, treating people well, doing the job best, and learning new skills. Again, follow the customer charter and the job description. That was part one. Any question, concern for part one? Again, follow the advice. Keep this document open, the portfolio evidence. If required, print out this marking criteria, or if you don't need this, just copy and paste part F into this document here. I know it's from the marking guide. I will change some font and then delete it at the end. This is from the marking guide. I don't need to print that. Yeah. Okay. We got something else. How can behavior and performance that you demonstrate in a workplace help to contribute to organization being able to uphold their value and standard? It's not that. That's fine. How can the behavior performance that you demonstrate in a workplace help you to contribute? Right. So again, follow the job description. Pick up something. Quality customer service. So if my performance standard is quality customer service, and this is what our customer charter is saying, isn't it? Customers' need are central. So I'm matching the document called job description versus the customer charter. Okay. The another job description is all customer calls are received by the customer service and answered within 3 rings. This is what customer charter says, right? Answering telephone calls. So whatever I am doing as a performance standard, as a responsibility of leader, is also meeting my company, Righteous Pin's customer charter, right? This is what goes in a part G. Okay, it's not there in MC, not there in marking criteria. All right. Right. Everyone cool? Yeah. Okay. Part 2. Develop a draft performance plan document for TT member. So since you're a leader, part of your role is to develop performance plan for your individual team member. Taylor Phillip is a trainee customer service officer. Will just join. As a part of the onboarding process, you need to develop a performance plan with Taylor that is aimed at building work performance during the initial 3 months probation. It's important that the performance plan takes into consideration of any relevant objective that applies to Taylor in the customer service team. Taylor's probation period commences on 1st of July, finish on 30 September, like 3 months start. The plan will include any KPI, key performance indicator, which will be used to assess Taylor's performance, which will be reviewed at the end of probation period. Your job is to draft performance plan in preparation for a discussion with Taylor. During that meeting, you will review the plan, make any modification, adjustment required, and gain agreement will before formalizing the plan. Okay, so you're a leader, Taylor is a training, it's 3 months of probation, you are drafting a performance management plan, right? You are drafting it, you are not finalizing it yet. So by drafting, you draft it, discuss with Taylor. If everything is fine, then go for finalize. If there is a no, but I'm not comfortable with that section, can we relax that a bit? Or I can do really higher than that. Can you increase the performance criteria? Happy with that one? Yeah. So in discussion with Taylor, you finalize the plan. Right. There are a lot of aspect of it, like all this thing, right? Right. So let's review the following documents. So training, customer service role, rest everything, service policy standard. Again, I'll see quarterly operation July to September. I'll just see where is that document. What is this? I think it's an old one, but I'll just see. That's out. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so let's look at the other document, job description. Not the leader. Okay, so this is the job description for trainee customer service officer. Yeah, able to communicate in a professional manner. Ability to work, willingness to complete Cert 3 business as a part of traineeship, attention to detail, positive attitude, customer service duty, admin duty, general responsibility, performance standard. That's it. Okay. So these are the comply with all our policy procedure, accurate prompt processing of customer order, timely, courteous telephone and face-to-face inquiry, constantly provide accurate, right? Maintaining stationery and office requirement, and a couple of other things. Okay, right. Using template A, template provided in a develop a draft individual performance plan for Taylor that includes time frame. Sorry, let me just rename that file, because your system will not allow you to open 2 documents of the same name. If you had to open it, you need to rename it, which I did. Let's create a copy, rename it. I just wanted to compare that with Appendix A. Right, time frame for the performance plan. That's there. So it's kind of there. Purpose, it's there, right? Performance objective, it's there. KPI, support, document of any potential risk or issue. Yep, any solution, and performance review date. All this are part of template A. So when you go to template A, when it says time frame, staff member name, the time frame, the purpose, the objective, the KPI criteria, the support, right? Then we got potential issue. See, if you don't need some rows, select them, right click and delete the cell, delete entire rows, right? Don't leave it blank. Yeah. Again, if you don't need it, select it, delete entire row. If you need it, right click, insert rows below, rows above, and keep doing that for whatever you need. Okay, the basic thing. Potential issue, some solution, and next review date. Okay, so this all is captured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This everything is captured. When developing the draft performance plan, you should consider the following: the specific areas. So this is what should go inside the template. Developing measurable KPI, which can be measured, because we always talk about any goals or anything as a smart KPIs, right? Option how can be supported, and potential issue that might come, right? Contingency solution to address any problem that might arise. So simply for this part, I would say fill in Appendix A. That's it. That's what you are doing. I mean, read everything, but your ultimate aim is to fill in Appendix A. Sounds good? All clear with part 2? Any doubt? All good? Frank says yes. Good, good. Okay, good. So looks like everyone is good. Okie dokie. I just wanted to continue part 3 and 4 as well, because it will make a lot sense if everything is done in one go, yeah, rather than breaking them up. And then part 4 is fine. And then, okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Now comes the role play. Get ready for the role play. Part 3, facilitate performance planning discussion with the team member. Now that you have developed a draft performance plan, you need to conduct a performance planning meeting with Taylor to review and discuss the plan. So you develop the plan. Now you meet with Taylor, right? And say, Taylor, this is what I drafted for you. What do you think of this? And all that thing that says in a part, yeah? During this meeting, you have the opportunity to demonstrate positive leadership skill and collaborate with Taylor to make any adjustment to the plan, agree upon the final details. In this section of task, oh, good ahead, sir. Right. During this section of, where was I? In this section of tasks, you are to participate in a role play, playing the role of Taylor's manager. So that's you. You need one more person who will be the Taylor. Now you decide who is Taylor. Again, it can be any member, any friends, any family member, any workplace colleague. If you can fit them within the time frame, it's up to you. You must have a copy of the draft performance plan available so you can make any adjustment or changes to the document during the meeting. Okay, obviously I'm not going to see in your video what is the paper that you are holding, but at least if you're holding something, writing some notes, then it will look like, hey, you got a plan and you are amending that. It can be e-copy as well, not necessarily printed one, like a laptop. Like you are conducting a meeting and Taylor says, oh, I'm happy with your point 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, but 1.4 I'm not confident with. Can you modify? And you write that, okay, modify 1.4, like whatever you have in your plan. Okay. To participate in playing Taylor's role, we need to read through role play briefing appendix A prior to commencing this task, so they know what is required for them during the role play. You already done it, so you can explain that. Talk about B as well. Record the meeting and provide it as evidence with your submission. During the performance planning meeting, you need to demonstrate leading example, explain, provide information to Taylor about objective, review the performance plan, explain how will you support, facilitate, encourage, examine suggestion, where required you may need to update or develop any KPI, come with agreement with Taylor and ensure performance plan is updated with the changes has been agreed. If you go to part C, lead the discussion, same thing, provide information, review the draft, explain how you support, facilitate, encourage discussion, examine suggestion, updated KPI if required, come to agreement, ensure plan is updated, use the language easy to understand, communicated information, spoke and behaved well in align with organization's value code, behave in a way that's professional. So even though it's A2M, looked a lot, it's the exact same information, maybe in different points put together inside that marking criteria. Okay. Throughout the meeting, you need to so all this is the same as marking criteria. Now let's go to Appendix B. Again, what is the purpose of part 3? You have a draft performance plan. You are meeting with Taylor. You are Taylor's manager. You need to find who is Taylor, right? Not the actual Taylor, yeah, but someone who will play the role of Taylor, and explain Taylor what is expected from it, him or her, and then, go for the role play. It doesn't specify the time limit, but let's look at Appendix B and then we decide what you guys think is the appropriate time frame. The following brief must be supplied to the actor playing the role of Taylor Phillip for this role. The actor should also be provided with a copy of job description, right? You have to require the act of Taylor Phillip, The role play will be observed by assessor and it may be recorded. I mean, you just have to tell. I mean, if it's the same person you are always having a role play with, then they would know already, Even your kid would know that, okay, this is what, hey, daddy came with homework, or mama came with homework. And, they said, okay, what is it that I'm doing next? What part of this I'm reading? Yeah. I'm sure kids love that. Yeah. They like changes. Okay, that's fine. So you just need to tell the person that you are Taylor Phillip, I am your manager, and that's the role play that we are playing. Yeah. Taylor Phillip is a new employee, has been assigned training customer service role. The job description should be provided or at least made familiar with, right? Taylor has commenced in employment and will be on a probation, the same information, right? At the end of probation, your performance will be assessed against a KPI set in a plan. So you're developing a plan that this is what you will do within 3 months. And after 3 months, you review the performance plan with those documents, right? There is a draft performance plan. The purpose of this to discuss the plan with you and make any adjustment. Like I said, you are briefing Taylor that, okay, Taylor, I'm your manager. This is the plan I have developed. Let's discuss it. If we need to revise anything, happy to consider that. Yeah. Participant discuss the following. Any question to clarify, make suggestion. So the person playing the role of Taylor cannot keep quiet that agree, not like that. They need to tell something that I'm not happy with this KPI that you set for me. Yeah. And then you are, because you need to reflect that you are able to accommodate the changes. Now, if the changes is not requested from Taylor, what are you changing? Yeah. So Taylor has to suggest some changes, right? Discuss any concern, ask a lot of question. At the end of meeting, you need to come to an agreement with the supervisor. Okay. So just read this part and then start your role play script. Any questions for part 3? Okay. Part 4 and the last part. Develop learning session plan. As a part of Taylor's performance, decision was made to provide training and coaching to assist Taylor to develop skills and work performance. You need to develop a plan to implement this learning. So you had developed a performance plan, you have a meeting, now you're developing learning session plan because Taylor is new to the employment. Taylor is a training. Training needs training, isn't it? That's why they are there on a workplace. If you don't train the trainee, what are they learning? Simply by observing, learning is not great. You need a mix of the formal, informal learning. Select one of the learning activity that will be included in Taylor's performance plan that relates to the customer service procedure and standard. Okay. Conduct research to help your plan to prepare learning sessions for Taylor. The research you conduct will depend on a learning activity you will implement, but a minimum must include reviewing policy, procedure, standard document, such as a customer charter, service policy procedure, and job description of the training. Right, so here you are doing research. You are to reference one other source you identified through your research that has assisted you in developing a suitable learning session for Taylor. Develop a session plan. Your plan must include date of this, session objective, resources, schedule. Let me see. Right. Why doesn't it mention Appendix C anywhere? because it's there. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, it's there for you. All right, guys, just give me 1 sec. Right, so what I would say here, I don't know, it must be missed. Fill in appendix C, that's it. Okay, so if you look at this, select one of the learning activity. That's what, is there. Conduct your research about all this. So read this document. You are to reference one other source of information that you referred. Develop a learning session plan. Date of session, objective, resources, and schedule. When you go to section Appendix C, that's what it is. Name of the team member involved in the learning. You write Taylor Phillip. Right? Date of session, whenever you are planning it, right? And the name of the learning facilitator coach. You can always put my name. I'm fine with it. Don't worry, I'll take care of Taylor. Yeah. Right. You can pick up any name. Who is a trainer, right? Facilitate the session objective. What are you trying to achieve? Right. Dot point. Right. Dot point. Da 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 dum 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 dum. Oops. Whatever you're trying to achieve. Resource. What are the resources? Are the physical copy? Are the e-learning? All the resources, like code of conduct, customer charter, job description, are the resources. What is the lesson plan activity? I'm sure Harry will be excellent with this part. Being in academia, being in education, yeah, and any feedback. Yeah, that's it. That's your part 4 or appendix C. Okay. Always ensure that the feedback is captured, right? So feedback that you have for Taylor, how she is going, and feedback from Taylor. What do you find of this training session? And feedback Taylor say, yeah, it was good, but I think it was more complex. I would start with the slow one and go to the more complex one. And then you take that feedback into account. And, so there should be some feedback section, and which is exactly what this part is saying. Feedback. So you can write dot points here, feedback from Taylor, feedback from the manager, feedback from this person, yeah, whatever feedback that you might have. Any questions?